Hi everyone, Sensei Ted here with your Taekwondo technique of the day. For beginners, we're going to be practicing some front kicks. For intermediate class, we have a crescent kick. And for advanced class, we have a spinning crescent kick. All really awesome techniques, but they require a lot of focus. So I'm going to want to see those eyes locked on your target today. Make sure whatever technique you're doing, those eyes are locked on the prize. You're not going to move them. You want to keep your eyes straight ahead. You don't want to be looking around the room. You don't want to have your eyes on the floor. You want to make sure those eyes are on your target. I even put up some tape for myself. So when I'm practicing my techniques, I can look at a target. So anything you can use at home as a target is great for your practice. Before we get started, you're going to want to have a nice, safe spot to train. That means you don't want a bunch of tables and dangerous things around. You want a little bit of an open space that you can practice your techniques. You don't have to worry about breaking anything. So make sure you have a nice, safe spot for training. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. So our first technique for beginner class is going to be the front kick. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how it's done. First, you're going to come to attention. Then you're going to bow. We're going to get a big fighting stance with a yell. Yeah! Then the kick will look like this. Yeah! Yeah! And as you can see, the front kick is really snappy and strong and loud. So when you guys do this, you want to make sure you do all these steps. Number one, you're going to take that leg and you're going to chamber it. And I try to get that knee nice and high and tight to my body. And when I'm doing this, I make sure I guard my face. You can see my hands are really nice and high. I don't want them down by my belt. And I especially don't want to move my hands when I bring my knee up. I want to keep my hands up the entire time. Go ahead and try that a few times. 1, 2, 3. After you get that knee chambered really strong so they have a powerful kick, you're going to want to flick out that leg really fast. It should be really snappy. It's going to go out. You're going to extend your leg completely, and then you're going to pull it back in real tight to the body. So it should look like this. We're going to go up. We're going to flick it out. We're going to bring it back in. And then the last part, you want to put it down back into a strong, nice, good balance, fighting stance, knees bent. So we're here. We got our attention. We're going to bow. We're going to get our fighting stance. Yeah! Then we want to take that leg. We're going to chamber it. We're going to extend it all the way out. Kick with the ball of the foot or the heel. Then you're going to pull that knee back in. Keep that chamber nice and tight to your body. And then you're back to your fighting stance. All right, let's practice a couple with some good power. Attention. Bow. Fighting stance. Yeah! 1, 2, 3. Attention. Bow. Nice. If you're a beginner student or an intermediate student or an advanced student, you could practice those front kicks. Make sure, once again, you do them with focus and you do both sides. Next up, for our intermediate students, we have a crescent kick. Crescent kick is very similar to a front kick. It's fast, it's strong. The leg flicks out and back in really quick, but it goes in a big circle. And instead of hitting with the ball of your foot or the heel, we're actually going to hit with the inside of our foot. So we can either kick with this part, with this part right here, or you can kick with the outside of your foot here. So you got both sides of your foot that you can kick with this kick. So let's go ahead and show you. I'm going to demonstrate it, and then you guys can try it with me. First, we'll go to attention. We'll bow. We'll get our fighting stance, and just like a front kick, we're going to do this motion. The only difference is my leg has to go in a big circle. So I'm going to chamber it to the outside. I'm going to flick it out, and then back in and down. So the kick will look like this. Yeah! 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 But with a crescent kick, you can also go the opposite direction. So instead of bringing your leg out, you can also bring your knee, chamber it in, and you can kick this direction. So a crescent kick is unique because it can go in both directions. Here, have a look at it. Yeah! 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 So once again, to do a crescent kick, you're still doing that front kick. The only difference is you got to bring your knee up and around in a big circle while you do your front kick. Last but not least, we have our advanced technique of the day, which is the spinning crescent kick. Spinning crescent kick requires a lot of focus. And it's the same principles as your front kick. It's the same principles as your crescent kick. The only thing we're adding is that spin. So here, have a look. We're gonna go attention, bow. We get our fighting stance. Now the most important thing is that I see my target. Otherwise I'm gonna be kicking all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna turn my hips and turn my shoulders, and then my eyes are gonna spin around, all the way around, so I see my target. From here, I can take that leg, it's like, feels kind of wound up like a rubber band, and it's ready to go. So I'm gonna take that knee, I'm gonna pick it up, there's my chamber, I'm gonna keep turning, and then once I'm facing forward, now I can do whoosh, my crescent kick. So when I put all those pieces together, this is what it should look like. Yeah! 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 So one more time slow. You guys are in your fighting stance. You're gonna pivot everything over. You're gonna keep turning. Before you pick up your leg, you gotta see your target. Once you see your target, now my knee can come up. There's my chamber, and then I get a big crescent kick. That was the Taekwondo techniques of the day. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that you guys have your parents initial your point sheets so that you can get credit and you get your attendance for the month. This clip, if you participate, is worth 2 points. Make sure you get those 2 points and stay on the lookout for some more content. Thank you. Bye.